Trump has announced that Tylenol is the cause of autism. Trump and Elon made up at Charlie Kirk's memorial, and Jimmy Kimmel is getting his show back. We have these stories and so much more. This is your daily injection of political crack. Let's go. There was a funeral this weekend for somebody some of you may know as Charlie Kirk, but it wasn't really a funeral. It was a big celebration of the man's life. We had some reconciliations going on. This is an interesting story. Elon Musk was there. Here's what he had to say about Charlie Kirk.
Well, Charlie was someone who believed in dialogue and in open debate. He was a man of ideas. He spoke eloquently. He basically never even raised his voice. He was a man of peace.
A new follower.
And now he's been murdered in cold blood.
Did you know him personally?
Yes, of course. We met many times.
How was he like?
I supported his organization. I supported Tony Park from finally.
Why was he killed?
He was killed because his words made a difference. Because he was showing people the light. And he was killed by the dark.
Thank you, sir.
That was pretty profound. That was pretty. He has zingers, bro. Elon Musk has zingers all the time. He's a zinger guy. A lot of people showed up to this memorial. Look how many people are in just this arena right here. And they ended up having to use 2 arenas because there were so many people. I think one could fit like 60 something thousand, and then there was another arena right next to it that had 2,000 people in it, or 20,000 people in it. And then there was thousands of people outside. It was absolutely an insane turnout. There's so many people. Every seat is taken in this place, completely filled up. A lot of people were there, including Trump. And he said where he disagrees with Charlie Kirk.
He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent. And I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent. Charlie's angry. Looking down, he's angry at me now. He wasn't interested in demonizing anyone. He was interested in persuading everyone to the ideas and principles he believed were good, right, and true.
I love that about Trump. I mean, I disagree. I think, we got to be nice, but not to the people that aren't being nice. If someone's willing to hear you out, you should hear them out. Donald Trump Jr. did an impersonation of his dad. It was actually pretty good.
Seeing me on social media knows I'm far more likely to crack a joke or get myself in trouble for posting some grossly inappropriate memes than I am to shed a tear. I know this because I've even gotten the call from that guy a couple times. Don.
That's Dana White? That's sick.
You're getting a little aggressive on social media, Don. Relax.
That's funny. And one of the most interesting things to happen is that Erica Kirk says that she forgives the man who killed her husband.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
I don't. But I understand. Bro, everyone's balling. Bro, who cutting onions? What the fuck? Brittany, stop cutting onions over there. I'm trying to do a video. Jesus Christ. Everyone's balling in there. It did get pretty religious. I think that we're going to see the highest growth of Christianity in our country ever after this. Killing Charlie Kirk and then dancing on his grave did not have the effect people expected. They thought it was going to tilt the other side. No. All they did was make the righties more religious. Opposite effect. Stuff like this is what I'm talking about. Here's a woman. She's protesting outside the State Farm Arena where the memorial is. And she tells this pregnant woman, I hope your baby dies. Yeah, all this does is make more people not want to associate with your side.
Period. She said, oh my God. That was
I mean, that's what I feel, right? Don't do that. Exactly. Yeah, don't touch her though. Leave her alone. That's what she wants.
I can't believe she just said that.
She deserves it. She deserves a big fucking... What a disgusting piece of shit human being. Terrible. This is what I'm talking about. This right here, what she is doing is causing this. The lefties are being so stupid. Right? They're just giving away the store. Look what you are causing. Yeah, you're not going to beat this. No fucking way. You are uniting the right, bro. And I think it's a great thing. Let them keep doing this, and then it strengthens this. So obvious. How do these people not see this? How do they not understand? So stupid. Here's another good thing that came at the Charlie Kirk memorial. Look at this. Watch who comes to sit down next to Trump. That's right. Holy shit. They just became best friends again. Oh my God. Dana, what's up? Look at him. Oh, you pat on the knee. Love it. Best friends once again. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this right here. Hold on. Watch this. Watch Trump's hand. Would you get it in this clip? I think we do. Yep. There it is. There it is. Yeah. We are back, baby. Dancing on the grave of Charlie Kirk made Trump and Elon get back together again. This guy that assassinated Charlie Kirk because of some stupid low-level issue that he has with the man, he just made it worse for his cause, and now he's gonna get executed. It's the biggest L of the century. Breaking news: the Trump administration recommends against using Tylenol during pregnancy, linking it to autism.
The FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen.
I can't fucking say that shit either, but he also is the president. He should have practiced first.
Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol during pregnancy, can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol, I'll say it, it's not good. I think I can say that there are certain groups of people that don't take vaccines and don't take any pills that have no autism. Does that tell you something? That's currently... Is that a correct statement, by the way? The Amish, yeah, virtually. I heard none. See, Bobby wants to be very careful with what he says, and he should, but I'm not so careful.
That's an interesting data point. So if the Amish don't have retarded people as much as everyone else, then obviously you can deduce that there's something that we're taking that's making us retarded. What is it? It could be what they're saying. I don't know. I'm not an expert. You guys are on your own. You're going to have to figure out what the answers here on your own. Go talk to your doctor. That's what I say. President Trump to mothers: do not let them pump your child full of vaccines. This is a splitting issue. I'll just say that. Here we go.
Don't let them pump your baby up with the largest pile of stuff you've ever seen in your life going into the delicate little body of a baby, even if it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You just break it up into, I would say 5, but let's say 4 visits to the doctor instead of 1. Certain things I think you should do. We've already taken out and are in the process of taking out mercury and aluminum now. There were rumors about both of them for a long time. We're having them taken out.
RFK Jr. reveals Tylenol use doesn't just have links to autism, but ADHD and liver toxicity in children as well. I've heard of liver. This is kind of well known. ADHD and autism, I mean, those are kind of like on a spectrum together in some ways, aren't they? Again, I'm not an expert. Go talk to your doctor. Really good point in the chat that I want to bring up. The Amish people don't report things to the government. 100% they don't report things to the government. Archie Sells is saying like, yeah, there's no way they're going to report autism, right? So that's going to affect the numbers unless we have some sort of method to get in there and to like get the actual data. It has been revealed that President Trump is devoting an additional $50 million to studying the cases of autism and is establishing the Autism Data Science Initiative within the NIH. That's a good thing. Let's figure out what's going on. I'm not against this at all. Other people are not going to like it just because it's Trump doing it. Set that aside for a second. Let's say that it was somebody that you do like that's doing it. Would you agree then? Should we invest in studying this? In the last 22 years, autism rates among children have increased nearly 400%. That is crazy. Prevalence of autism increased nearly 400% in 22 years. 1 in 150 to 1 in 31. 2000 to 2022. That is crazy. When I was a kid, this was way more rare. And now like it just seems all the kids are dumb, dude. Tylenol put out a statement before Trump made his announcement today, so they were aware of what was going to go down. That just makes things kind of weird to me. It makes me question what the hell is going on.
What we believe, independent sound science clearly shows that taking acetaminophen does not cause autism. We strongly disagree with any suggestion otherwise and are deeply concerned with the health risks that this poses for expecting mothers.
All right, that's their response. Very simple. Now we're going to have to wait and see what happens from here. And other news, Jimmy Kimmel is getting back on the air. Walt Disney Company issued the following statement today regarding Jimmy Kimmel Live. Last Wednesday, we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday. Here's what happened after Jimmy Kimmel was fired. Disney lost nearly $4 billion in 3 days, so that might have a big thing to do with all this. Also, they probably had a conversation because the word on the street is that Jimmy had some more things he was going to say the night that he got fired and they didn't air a show, and he was going to go double down on some Charlie Kirk things. It's alleged that FCC had something to do with like pressuring them or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. If it is, I disagree with that. If it's not true, then a company can do whatever it fucking wants with its shows. Over 400 Hollywood stars are calling out Disney for suspending Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, it's basically all of entertainment went up against Disney, and Disney is entertainment. That's what they do. And if all the people involved in entertainment are like, fuck you, that's going to cost them. So the pressure from the lefties being mad about Jimmy actually seems to have worked. Now, here's something that's interesting. After Jimmy Kimmel was fired, somebody shot up an ABC building. You can see it's boarded up right here. And then they found this guy and arrested him, but then they let him go. He has been arrested again, from what I understand. But yes, he actually ended up getting let go originally, which is weird. And here's a really good point that Tim Pool made that I want to talk. This is how I want to end this topic, this update. When Jimmy comes back, his ratings will be massive. He will become the most valuable liberal personality. I agree with this. By getting rid of him, he got martyred as well. For the lefties, they need a martyr right now, right? They're desperately wanting one, and now they have one with Jimmy, and the ratings will be massive. It's going to revive his show, and lots of the lefties are going to watch it to stick it to the righties. Really quick, crazy update. Sinclair Inc., which is one of the biggest partners of ABC, has said that they're not playing ball with Disney's decision. This just came out. Beginning Tuesday night, Sinclair will be preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live across our ABC affiliate stations and replacing it with news programming. Discussions with ABC are ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return, which is interesting to me because ABC just said that they're bringing the show back. So looks like there's some infighting going on, and Jimmy Kimmel's not 100% back yet. In other news, LGBTQ, what's the other ones? They're splitting up. LGB just wants to be by themselves. This is an interesting development. I think there's a lot of tension in the world around all of LGBTQ. The LGB, was it lesbian, gay, bi, right? These sexualities, they're like, you know what? They're getting dragged with it, even though they're not really part of the trans issue necessarily. A lot of people in the LGBT movement are deciding to distance themselves from trans and the other stuff. Let's hear it out.
Declaramos independência LGBT porque tudo bem meninos gostarem de bonecas e meninas odiarem vestidos.
We are declaring our independence because we're tired of people who aren't lesbian, gay or bisexual speaking for us in our name.
Vi bryter oss loss för att homo- och bisexuella har olika åsikter, men HBTQI är ett åsiktspaket.
女同性恋和男同性恋逐渐失去立足之地，因此我们在此宣告 LGBT 正式独立。
Declaramos la independencia LGBT porque los derechos que tanto nos ha costado conseguir están siendo amenazados.
Their rights are being threatened by gender ideology issues. That's basically it. I agree with this 100%.
The LGB is declaring independence because being a feminine man doesn't make you a female.
Parce que les espaces lesbiens accueillent désormais des hommes.
We're declaring...
Yeah, they don't want men in the lesbian spaces. Like, these are actual issues of real people, and I can understand this. And I even kind of agree with it just because there's baggage that's coming with it. Like, it's affecting their lives. LGBT movement was what it was for the longest time. The TQ got added later on. Now, I'm not against the trans movement having their rights and places in this world. I'm not against those types of things, okay? It does make sense to me, just strategically, for the LGBT movement to be its own thing, so they're not being dragged down by extremism from a certain group right now in history. Here is Jeffree Star. I think Jeffree Star is just gay, not trans.
LGB is separate from Q and T. It's two different things. So yeah. I don't know why it was all lumped together.
I feel like Q.
T and Q is not a duality. You understand that?
Yeah.
So why was it ever put on the end? to fulfill some weird void. I think it should be two separate things, respectfully.
For political reasons, Q and T were put in there, and then now there's been all this drama, and now it's affecting LGBT. So they're just like, you know what? We just want to be our own separate thing. You guys can go have your fucking shit over there and do whatever you want. In other news, Turning Point announces that their campus tours will continue, and they're going to include speakers like Tucker Carlson and Michael Knowles. They're going to have Erica Kirk be a speaker, Megyn Kelly, Glenn Beck. Taking out Charlie Kirk only made them stronger, and they're going to run with it. This one kind of grinds my gears, but it's messy. This one's messy because it's being skewed around to a point where you have to kind of dig through what's being said to find the reality. Threatening to arrest a child for engaging with social media posts, forcing entry into the home of a child. If you tolerate this, then your children will be next. There's a girl in the UK who looked at a social media post, and now she's having her phone confiscated and being investigated by the police, potentially arrested. I'm not sure if the girl got arrested or not. Let's just watch the video though. And also just like this image alone, right? Like, oh boy, we're about to watch a video. Imagine these cops coming to your house to arrest your kid.
Okay, what was it?
Sorry, I don't like the camera. You can have my body cam. I can exhibit that to you. I just don't like the camera, really.
Okay, well, I'm doing this because this is my own house, and I am telling you why I'm doing it. So I just need to know why would she's basically viewed a post which is not an arrestable offence.
Yeah. That's been,
okay.
It happened in May, and you're completely fine. The only thing is, we need to seize the phone at this current moment.
Yeah.
The phone needs to get seized from us.
So you can see how like cut up the video is. Just pay attention to that. It is very heavily and roughly cut. Not even good cuts.
Otherwise, we will escalate this further. So,
but with a voluntary interview. So have you seized anyone else? Is she the only child you're picking on?
Voluntary interview, you'd be able to come.
Have you spoken to anyone else? No, we'll come to the station now.
Do you mind letting her finish her sentence?
A new follower.
Yeah,
we'll have to get further escalation, unfortunately.
That's fine. We'll come to the station now.
The phone isn't seized right now, and we're not able to basically get the phone. We'd have to escalate this further, which means your daughter will get arrested.
For what? Viewing a social media post? Is that?
I need to go with that in order to.
No, absolutely not.
What should we do to
prevent distraction?
Yeah. So then they go in the home. Wild.
Lisa,
that's fine. I would like you to leave now. I'd like you to leave.
They got the phone.
Okay, I have nothing more to say to you. A social media post. I've got nothing more to say.
You can tell if someone's mad when they forget to film their phone. I would be mad too. If like cops come into my house, cop with a fucking hijab, bro, like in UK, bro, I'd be like, oh boy, here we go. So here's the context that is in here. Again, there's a little bit more to the story, but it goes deeper. So the way this is even framed is kind of simplifying it in a way that's a little bit dishonest in my opinion, but context. The police has clarified that they are investigating a teenager accused of creating a fake social media profile account impersonating another teenager and using it to send indecent, grossly offensive messages, not because she viewed a social media post. Here's what they're mostly interested in. The offense being investigated is one of malicious communications, sending indecent or grossly offensive communication to cause distress or anxiety. So the girl that got in trouble did something online that caused probably some other girl anxiety, and now she's being investigated. Like, they're trying to say it's not what they're saying, but then when you actually look into it, it's just as pathetic, if not more pathetic. So whatever, UK is weird. Woman responds to people saying nose ring theory when they see her. I mean, nose ring theory kind of checks out most of the time. Although this weekend I did meet someone that has a nose ring and they were very righty.
I'm going to hold your hand with an industrial paper towel when I tell you that your comments saying nose ring theory are literally doing the opposite of what you think they are. I want to look this way. I want you to be able to look at me and see that I am a safe space and that I don't tolerate fucking bullshit. I want you to look at me and know, fuck Donald Trump, fuck men, honestly, and fuck what's going on in the world right now. Fuck the genocide in Gaza, and fuck anybody who thinks any differently. Honestly, if I'm not for you, good.
God, you're so annoying, dude. Proud of being annoying. In other news, Brigitte Macron provides photo evidence confirming she is a woman. Yo, wait, hold up. What do you mean? Dude, you could Photoshop that. Did she take a picture of her dick and send it? Or I mean her, you know, lady parts. Isn't there like a more scientific way to get to the bottom of this? I want to know. Candace Owens been saying she's a man for so long. I'm starting to believe her. Another thing that happened, I don't know, this is just kind of a thing. People are, they're angry. So like that. What's actually really ironic about this particular video is that this woman is wearing a Be Kind shirt. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's so funny. She's wearing that, then hitting a Donald Trump doll thing. Little piñata. And also, I have bad news. I think America is finished. Trump put out this truth. He says, top secret, we caught the Venezuelan militia in training. A very serious threat. Let's check this out. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Bro, I'm scared. That's scary. Uh-oh. Wait, where's she going? Where is she going? Yeah, bro. Look at this warrior. Go cover that angle. Wait a minute. She's running to the chow hall. Trump's so fucking funny, man. He did this today. Oh my God, he did. There's this video that's been going around. It's a sea cucumber eating. Look at this. What the fuck was that sound? I don't like that. There we go. Look at this. Look at this cucumber eat, bro. That's not a sea cucumber. You know what that is? That's Bonnie Blue. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I gotta go. See ya. Thanks for watching. Make it to the live tomorrow.